Welcome to the JUCO Jam postgame show. I'm Nick Nielsen with Brandon Goble, and we are honored to be joined by Coach Steve DeMeo from Northwest Florida. Coach DeMeo, congratulations. Welcome to the Sweet 16.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The guys battled to the end. I wish it was a little cleaner at the end, but they did a really good job for about 38 minutes of basketball. In the last 2 minutes, we let them get back in the game a little bit, but our guys did a really good job. Braylon Roman was his usual self, 26 points, couldn't be stopped. Justin Burns killed it on the glass, 16 rebounds, and then Jamison Marquez off the bench had some really, really good plays and was 4 for 4 down the stretch from the free throw line, which was nice.
Yeah, to have a big like that who can come in and hit free throws, that's a huge advantage to have in close games.
It is. It really is.
And he's pretty versatile too. I mean, he was out there guarding the point guard some as well. So, he's a bigger guy, but he has some flexibility that he can do some things on the court for you.
And that's why we love him. We got to figure out how to get him a few more minutes every game because he's very, very versatile. Yes, sir.
No pressure on you, Coach. I mean, you got a super talented squad. You're loaded with Division I players, right? How big of a challenge is it for you as a coach to kind of, share the sugar, so to speak, to make sure everybody is getting reps and ready to go for when they're called upon?
Yeah, so obviously we have so many guys, everyone wants to score the ball, and you guys know because you guys do this all the time. And when we're great, we share the ball like we did today. We finished with 14 assists, which is pretty good. I like to get 16, 17, but 14 is not bad. A lot of times we get caught up holding the ball, and if you hold the ball, then that's what happens, and we don't play as well.
Coach, you guys are a much better shooting team from three than you ended up being tonight.
Yes.
How do you it's great to get the win when you're not at your best. So what do you talk to your team about when he says, okay, we hit the reset button, let's get back to the way that we usually attack?
Yeah, well, it's not even about offense, son. It's more about the defensive side. They went to the line 29 times, and 29 times is way too many times, and that's what they do. That's Bishop State is a very good basketball team. They've had some injuries throughout the year, but they're a very good team. They drove us, and they took advantage of some weaknesses in our defense tonight, and we've got to talk about being in gaps and making sure we square the ball off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please vacate the arena.
We might have to vacate the arena here.
Hey, listen, you guys have rental space here. They're not kicking you guys out.
I think we'll keep the cameras rolling here for just a bit longer. Coach, this is a little bit uncharted territory for you, right? Every time you've been to the tournament before, you've had one of those buys. Sure. How do you keep the guys focused for a long week here on a path to potentially 5 games to a national championship? I'm just going to go on record. You may or may not know. I said whoever wins Northwest Florida Vincennes is my national championship.
Yeah. So with all due respect, and I appreciate the compliment there, but the reality is we have to worry about one thing. We have to worry about tomorrow's preparation, and then on Tuesday, we have to be ready for Vincennes. Coach Franklin's one of the best coaches in the history of junior college basketball, and we all know that. And his team's another great team this year. Would they lose 1 game this year? They're unbelievable. And it's a day-by-day process. I'm not looking past tomorrow. I'm not looking past Tuesday. So we're not buying it tonight, but we are not good enough to win a national championship the way we played tonight. But if we have a good practice tomorrow and we win on Tuesday, then we can get ready for the next game, which is the Elite 8 game.
Congratulations. You're in the Sweet 16. So many times we've seen the situation. You just survived the first one.
Yes, and that's important.
And teams look so much different historically between the first game and the second game.
And to your point about offense, and I didn't mean to change gears on you, but really, it's a tough place to play. If you don't play in many arenas, we play in a place similar to this, but not with the same backdrop here. So, the guys will get a little more used to another practice on the floor here, probably on Tuesday morning and shoot around. So I think we'll shoot the ball better for sure. And obviously one of our guys was sick tonight, didn't shoot the ball well. So you take that put that in the equation, and that's why we were pretty bad from the
field. And you're still carrying the torch for Florida here. The Sweet 16 has been finalized, but we got 4 Florida teams here in the Sweet 16. So you got a quarter of the field. Before we let you out here, just talk a little bit, just briefly, about the state of junior college basketball in Florida, because I know it's something you're passionate about.
No. We have to figure some things out. Tallahassee probably should be here as well. They finished in first place in that league as well. Joey's got a great team down there at Daytona. Obviously, Chipola's a hard-nosed team. And obviously you saw last night with Gulf Coast, they had the game won, then they let them back in the game, but they're a potent offensive team. And they probably have the best offensive player in the country in Trent Lincoln. And I think Trent was bottled up yesterday. They top-locked him, but they'll adjust to that when they play in the next game.
Coach, congratulations. Welcome to the Sweet 16. We'll
Thank
let
you.
you enjoy this one with your
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Good day of preparation. We're excited to see you back here against Vincennes. I know you both have a lot of mutual respect between you
Yes,
and Coach
yes.
Todd
Oh
Franklin
my
for
God,
each
yeah.
other and each other's programs.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, Coach,
See you guys. Thanks.
Coach Steve DeMayo, that's Northwest Florida. The Raiders, they are in the Sweet 16. We now know who the Sweet 16 are. Before we wrap up here this evening, Brandon, let's just stay in Zurich formation one final time. Talk about the games coming up tomorrow. 4 amazing matchups. Howard, Daytona, CSI, New Mexico, Trinity Valley, Monroe, Indian Hills, Gulf Coast. Man, we got just a loaded schedule.
Loaded up.
All right. What are you most excited about? Give me something we haven't talked about. I'm gonna direct you.
Okay, that'd be great.
I want to go a different direction.
Okay.
Indian Hills. Very passionate about the Warriors.
Russ W. Oker's smooth, sultry voice.
I know Morgan's Corner Ale House, Warehouse Barbecue. I'd love some of the smoked burnt-ends with some mac and cheese.
Schroeder Graphics did that.
But Indian Hills Gulf Coast. What gets you most excited about that particular game?
Man, that is going to be some high-flying offense. There are some really, really talented players on those rosters. I mean, you could realistically go 15 to 20 players deep on how many guys are going to end up playing Division I basketball. I mean, it's
and that's
it's
just
impressive.
in that game. We're talking about maybe 70 Division I players that are going to be out here on this court tomorrow. And if you have a chance to get here and you're in the area, this is can't miss action if you're a basketball fan. But we appreciate you tuning in. This has been another great day of junior college basketball. Excited to see what day 3 will bring. For Brandon Goble, this is Nick Nielsen signing off from the Hutchinson Sports Arena. And we wish you all a great evening and excited to check in with you tomorrow during the day.